Hey ladies, welcome back to the video. Today I'm taking you through Grow and Glow upper body. We're gonna be hitting everything today from shoulders, back, biceps, triceps, chest, all in one day. So it is a lot, but we're gonna be feeling so good after it's done. So this is the day 2 workout in the 10-week series I'm doing here on YouTube called Grow and Glow. And I'm inviting you to join me on this program. You can go to my website and download the free 10-week training program. There is a ton of details in there about the workouts, nutrition, stretching, how to take before photos, measurements, all of that. So go ahead and download that PDF and follow along with me. So without further ado, let's take it into Grow and Glow upper body. This workout off like I do most workouts on the incline treadmill. I'm taking it up to a 10% incline and at a 3 speed here to get my blood pumping and get myself nice and ready. And then I'm going right into some exercises that are going to mimic the workout that I'm doing today. So I'm going to do some light curl to presses here with some 5 pounds. Then I'm going into some dynamic stretching and movements to help get my body warm and ready for all that is coming forward. So I'm gonna do some downward dog to upward dog, really stretching out my core, my lower back, even my hamstrings from the day before that leg workout absolutely destroyed me for a couple days. And then I'm also doing some of these wrist stretches. I like doing this on upper body day because we're using our wrists a lot in the movements we're doing. I'm going in both directions here, and then I'm also changing my hand placement. So the first time I do it, I'm going forward with my hands, and the second time I do it, I'm doing it backwards with my hands. Really good stretch for that wrist and forearm. Then I'm taking it into some dive bomber push-ups. These are so killer. It's a pretty advanced move, so no biggie. If you have to modify, you can just take it into a normal push-up as well. Then I'm doing some dynamic arm stretching here. So I'm doing some swings, going forward to back, and then also up and down, getting those shoulders and back nice and ready for the workout. All right, we are kicking the workout off with one of my favorite exercises, the shoulder press. I'm starting off with 15 pounds. And I'm going to be doing 3 sets. So I'm only going to increase the weight 1 time here because I am working my strength back up right now. So with the shoulder press, you want to take a hip width stance and you want to keep your core really tight. That's really important. I do notice a lot of my clients having a dip in their back when they do shoulder press. So make sure you tilt your pelvis forward like you're crunching in your abs and keeping that core and those glutes engaged the entire time. So we're going to start at shoulder height. The elbows are gonna go just past 90 degrees here. You don't want them to drop all the way down to your sides. You wanna keep that engagement through your shoulder. So drop just past 90, and then you're going to press straight up and bring the dumbbells together at the top. So I like to physically touch the dumbbells together at the top to get that full range of motion, taking it down nice and slow. So for my first 2 sets, I did the 15 pounds, and then for my last set, I bumped it up to 20 pounds, and I finished nice and strong with the 20 pounds. My arms are feeling all pumped up and ready for the rest of the workout after this. All right, next move is a lateral to front raise with the dumbbells. So for this, you do wanna pick a lighter pair of dumbbells. I use 5 pounds. It is enough, believe me. So what we're doing here is we're extending our arms out to the side. We're gonna have a slight bend in our elbows. We're gonna bring those dumbbells forward, meet them together in the front, and then you're gonna take them down to your body again. Raise them up in that same position, take them back out to the side, and then drop them down to the sides. This will absolutely destroy your shoulders because it's hitting every single angle. You're getting the front, the middle, the back, and it's just really a fantastic move. So I'm using the 5 pounds for all 3 sets here, being mindful of keeping my core really engaged. Again, don't let that lower back dip at all. Keep the core engaged, keep the glutes engaged, and try not to swing your body at all. Keep the control through those shoulders and that core. All right, next up we have an incline chest press. So you will need a bench for this and a pair of dumbbells. So with this one, you're laying back on the bench. Make sure there's not too much of a dip in your lower back here. You do want to keep that core engaged and pressed into the bench. You're going to keep those dumbbells right to your side. So pretend this is a dumbbell right here. We're going to come down to the side of our chest. Elbows are going to be slightly moved forward, so you're not here with your elbows, you're here with your elbows. So once those dumbbells are by your chest, you're going to press directly overhead, meet them together at the top, and then you're going to slowly control it on the way back down, right? Most common thing I see here is just the placement being off. So people either have the dumbbells too far back or the elbows are out of place. So elbows come forward slightly, dumbbells come right to the sides of the chest. I started with 15 pounds here for my first set, and then I bumped it up to 20 pounds for my last 2 sets here. I was feeling pretty strong with my chest, so I actually didn't get sore from this exercise, so I am feeling pretty good that I was able to lift for 2 sets the 20 pounds. Next up we have the cable underhand grip row. So you're going to use a bar. You can also use the handles, whatever handles you have available, you can make this work. But I'm going to be doing an underhand grip. So I'm going to scoop up on the handle. I'm going to bring it in, fingernails towards me. And then sitting on the bench, you're going to scoop back a little bit so that when you come in with the weight, it's not slamming down on the cable machine. So scooting back a bit, you're going to extend those arms, keeping your core really tight. You're going to bring those elbows in really close to your sides. As you pull back, imagine a pencil between your scapula. You're going to be pinching that pencil in between your scaps and then bringing it back nice and slow here. So I did end up increasing the weight with each set. By the end, I was doing 40 pounds and I was feeling so good. I'm not gonna say the word toasted anymore because I realized in the last video I said it about 20 times. So the word toasted is now retired from my vocabulary. Probably not, but keep me accountable. So you can see me really struggling on this last set. This is where I'm doing 40 pounds. I think it was actually 42 pounds. And I'm really struggling to get those last few reps. You do want to challenge yourself with the weight here. Just make sure you always keep good form. Next up, we have the lat pull down. This is one of my favorite exercises of all time, and I love working back. So you can do this on a lat pull down machine at your gym. If you don't have one of those, you can rig it up here on the cable machine by just using the long bar extension, attaching it to both sides on the highest setting, and then grabbing a bench and putting the bench there in front of the cable machine. All right, so for the lat pull down, I am going to be grabbing just on the outsides of the ridge on the bar. So this is just a shoulder width grip here. I'm going to hold onto the bar. I'm going to sit down on the bench, and then I'm going to bring my shoulders down, lock them in place. We're going to pull that weight down to our chest and then keep our core really tight as we're doing this. The bar should come straight up and straight down. So you're gonna slightly lean back so that the bar will end right here. It's gonna graze right past your face and then end right here at the top of your chest. I decided to switch up my grip here on every set. So for that second set, I did a reverse grip, with the same hand placement, shoulder width apart, grabbing the bar like this, so fingernails coming towards me, and doing an underhand grip. The grip is going to influence different muscles. So for this one, it's going to activate more of your bicep. I love switching up the grip, but this isn't necessary. You can just do all of the reps with that regular hand grip. For the last set, I ended up doing a wide grip, which is one of the more difficult grips, activating more of your lats and your rear delt. So those muscles are a little bit weaker, so it is a bit harder. So I use that same weight, and then you just take a nice wide grip on the bar, and you're pulling those elbows down and back to your sides. Next exercise is the cable bicep curl. So we're going to put the cable machine on the lowest setting. I'm using the same attachment I did for the cable row. I'm going to scoop up using that reverse grip again, standing really close to that cable machine. I'm going to brace my core, have a slight bend in my knees, pulling the weight up to my chest. I'm trying to keep my elbows as close to my sides as possible. With a bicep curl, you want to keep those elbows in place as much as you can. I find it more difficult to do when I'm on the cable machine because it's just, I have that little extra I'm pulling up, and I can't go out to the sides like I would a bicep curl. With the cable machine, my elbows have to lift a few inches, but you do want to try to keep them as close and tight to your sides as possible. So for those 3 sets, I did increase the weight 5 pounds for each set, and I was feeling so good by the end of this. I don't train biceps very often, but I really love the pump that I get from it, and I just love seeing how my arms look right now. Makes me feel good, makes me feel strong. All right, we have our last exercise of the day. It is a cable tricep pull down. All right, we're gonna grab that rope attachment and set the cable machine up on the highest setting. So to get set up, you're gonna stand with your feet shoulder width apart. You're gonna keep that core tight, slight bend in those knees, very similar to the bicep stance that we were doing. And we're going to pull down. Notice how I separate the ends of it at the bottom of the movement. So once I get to the bottom of the movement, I'm gonna have a slight pull out where I'm just doing a couple inches out and then bringing it back in. And that's just gonna help you get a little bit more activation in the triceps there at the bottom of the movement. So take it nice, slow, and controlled throughout the entire movement. My triceps were absolutely screaming after this, and I was feeling such a good arm pump. So feeling good, and that is it for the workout. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I love working upper body. It makes me feel so strong and capable, and I especially love working shoulders and back. Probably my favorite muscles to work. So I hope you guys love it. Thank you for joining me today, and please let me know how you're enjoying the workouts, if you're feeling nice and sore. And if you do end up doing the workout, please tag me on my Instagram. I want to see you girls working hard in the gym. And thank you so much for watching, tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow for HIIT and abs. See ya!